Welcome to the Division 1 weekly roundup, the top of the tree, and we've got the one of the good coaches around in Division 4. We've got Sean Glacks after coming off 3 wins in a row, mate, so welcome.
Yes, thank you, Luke. Great to be here.
Yeah, first time on SA Football TV, but we're trying to get as many people through as we can this year. I'm not supposed to be here, but we're trying to get a few more, and a few pull out at the last minute. But yeah, it's great to have Glacks, and we'll see you a few times this year. And good game down at Henley, mate.
What a cracker of a game that must have been. 1 point the final margin, and just looking at the quarter by quarter, it was pretty even all day. Goodies got out to a couple of goal break at quarter time. Henley pegged it back, and it was obviously anyone's game. And terrific result for Henley at home. I'm sure they'd be very happy with that.
Yeah, well, they've come from behind all day, haven't they? They 15 points behind, 3 points at half time, then 9 points at three-quarter time, and they've got up by a point.
Yeah.
So 10-7-67 and Goodwood 10-6-66. So, wow, great game of footy.
Certainly would have been.
Goal kickers and best players for Henley, mate.
Henley, goal kickers. Brett Ebert with 2, Finning with 2, Enright, Highland, Jessen, Gatsterson, Cardoni and Lane, all with 1 each. Better players was Johncock, Swartz, Staple, Lane, Berry and Hicks were the better players for Henley. Yeah,
good to see Bubbles Johncock there amongst the better players, and Scooter Berry, former captain of the club and stayed under 20th player. He'd be nearly 40 now, I reckon, Scooter, and had a few years down at Goodwood, and he's returned to the club. He was playing B grade, now he's back into the best players in the A, so yeah,
great to see.
No, he's in 40, but just into his 30. It was a cracking player. Goodwood Saints, better players were Byrne. Goal kickers were Byrne with 3, Scar with 2, Gallup, Oakley, Anthony Dempsey, Burns and Pinto with all singles. Nick Burgess, who's just quality defender, absolute gun. Jacko, got to put him in the stateside, he's a gun, we were talking about it the other week. Hellman, Gelling, Gallup and Burns amongst the better players, so well done to the Sharks, and but well done to Goodwood. Quality game of footy, obviously, a point, and
Don't get any closer than that.
They certainly don't. Down to large reserve, tough place to win, isn't it, for an opposition side, and Payneham been struggling, mate. They've really been struggling, but they got the job done down there.
Terrific win, yeah.
Yeah, Payneham 15-9-99, Macca's mob, and over Mads. And Mads in his first year as coach down there, 14-8-92, so that's 7 points.
Yes, I don't know what Macca said to him at half time, but
got to move them.
Yeah, District's kicking 7 in that second quarter. Yes, I'd love to be a fly in the wall to see you and listen to what Macca said half time, because they come out and kick 5 in that third quarter, and 3 into the win the last quarter. So terrific result, and well done,
didn't it? Yeah, well done to both sides. But yeah, Payneham, who had been struggling, so now it gives them. They started slow last year and just starting to get some players back maybe, and better players for districts. And
yeah, for districts we had Batty with 5 and Heffernan with 3, and I'll say good day to Harley Tiller with 2, McInerney, Shepherd, Coulthard and Williams all with 1 each. Better players, Heffernan was best, Foster, Hales, Harley again in the best players, good to see Harley, Batty and Carlisle for districts.
Some quality players amongst there with Jack Foster. Nick Hales is really good at centre half back, Batty up forward. Big Anthony Carlisle, brother of Alapati, and played at Portland there for a while. Some good players there. Payneham Northern Union, talking to good players. Liam Davis kicked 5, Wagner kicked 3, Allegio 2, Paulie Lowe, Brett Ansell, Pinchy Donahue, Nick Jolly, and Drummond all kicked singles. Paulie Lowe, Brett Ansell, Dean Toshia, Wagner, and Giannini were amongst the better players. And, well done to Macca and the Falcons, and unfortunate for Mads and the boys down there at Port Districts at large reserve. We had top versus bottom, mate. Second bottom.
That's it. No surprise with this result.
No, we're out at the MAX AMBER SPORTSFIELD, and Rostrevor were hosted by Athelstone. It was Athelstone 76-48. Rostrevor, no surprise, 12-10, 82. So that 34-point margin.
Yes, yeah, I think Rostrevor have been travelling along fantastic this year, and playing down at Athelstone's always a tough gig, but Athelstone jumped them at the start and got out with a goal lead, but well done to Rostrevor. They just reined them back in and overtook them, especially in the second half. So terrific.
I tipped Tree Gully to beat them the week before. They beat Rostrevor, and Rostrevor absolutely smashed them. Yeah. So I'm not going against Rostrevor again. They're the side to beat. Better players and goal kickers, mate, for Athelstone.
For Athelstone, we had Elliott with 2, Randa, Clues, Westover, Sheedy and Tarka, all with 1 each. And best players, no surprise, Sheedy was given their best. Bates, Clues, Davies and Owen all featured in the best players.
Yeah, for Rostrevor, Paul Fantasia kicked 4, McCormick 3, Michael Code 2, Kernahan, Pisani and Dawson are all singles. But no surprise, the best player, Craig Holm, gun footballer. McCullum, talking of gun footballers, Will O'Malley, Fantasia and Backman. So, well done to Rostrevor. Absolute premiership favourites at the moment. We go to Modbury. And probably the surprise packets out here. We've got Craig Smith, who I know Craig pretty well. He's played a fair bit of cricket with him. He's taken over from Jack Payneham, who's now coaching Modbury. He's coaching Modbury. And Smithy was coaching up at Harndorf and a few flags, like yourself in basketball, winning all those flags out in the country leagues. And come there with a big reputation, he's doing really good things. Adelaide University 9-21-75 defeated Modbury 10-5-65. 10-point victory to the Glacks, mate.
Yes, Adelaide University probably surprised a few, I think, this year, and
should have won by more looking at scoring shots.
Yeah, 30 scoring shots to only get 9 through the middle. They certainly won't be happy with that. But if you have 30 scoring shots in a game of footy, you'd be happy with that. And Modbury, good kicking there, 10 goals 5. So
10-5.
No surprise with Adelaide Uni getting
kept them in the hunt. And, Uni really probably could have won by a fair bit more, you would have thought, kicking 9-21.
That's true, yeah, definitely.
Better players and goal kickers, Matt, for Modbury?
For Modbury, goal kickers Gibson 4, McNaughton, McLean, Richards, Taylor, Miladnovic, I think I've got that right, and Craig, all with 1 each. Better players Richards, Gibson, Kapara, Bowman and Hoffmeyer were their better players.
Yeah, Ryan Richards, guy I've admired for many years, in and under, really, I think former captain as well, good player for Modbury. For Adelaide Uni, Cottrell kicked 2, Willis kicked 2, Lucas Antonatus, Adams, Ballard, Alfie and Marini. Better players were Hargraves, who graced our front cover last week, Pfeiffer, Marini, Adams and Dad. So well done to Craig Smith and the Blacks. So travelling nicely in second spot at the moment, surprising all of us. Now we've travelled to Part 9. You ever been to Part 9, mate?
I have, but it's a long time ago. I can't remember.
But not missing anything. Not missing anything at all. Really lacks any form of ambience. But Tree Gully, they travelled there to play Prince Alfred Old Collegians and come away with the win.
Yeah, really terrific win, yeah.
After getting touched up the week before by Rostrevor.
Yeah.
So Tree Gully 12-11-83 defeated Prince Alfred 9-14-68. A really good win to Gullies. And
great last quarter too. I think kicking 5 in the last quarter. But then again, Prince Alfred only 3 quarter time and kicking 6 in the last 2. They'll be pleased that they didn't stop in the last quarter.
Yeah, Prince Alfred mightn't have started as well as probably they'd hope. Better players and goal kickers, mate, for you?
For Prince Alfred, their goal kickers Bartlett with 3, Pritchard 2, Coles 2, Seagulls and McNamara with 1 each. And their better players, best was Pritchard, Darwood, Perryman, Latchford, Clayfield and McNamara were their better players.
Yeah, for Tree Gully, Menzel, who was on the Crows list last year, very good player, kicking 4. Pete Personos 2, Dylan Schoenmakers 1, Matty Stent 1, Big Blake Penny, the big ruckman, kicked 1, Chad Schoenmakers 1, Tommy Bilby 1, and Cameron Tiggerman 1. Better players were Stent, Menzel, Schoenmakers, Alex Mackay and Tiggerman. If we look at the ladder, mate, Rostrevor OC just travelling on nicely.
Yes, can't do any better than be 5-zip and
zip.
Fantastic start. Adelaide Uni not far behind though, with only the 1 loss for the year.
Yeah, so they're sitting second. Tree Gully with a loss and a draw with 7 points. Henley 4th, Goodwood Saints 5th. Prince Alfred might be just under where most people would have thought in 6th spot. Port District's 7th. Payneham in 8th. Athelstone and Modbury 9th and 10th. So bit of a log jam there in the middle.
It is, yeah. It's still very tight, and I guess it's only 5 rounds in. So still I think we'll see a few changes to that ladder by the season end.
Yeah, this week obviously some really big important games, and none bigger than Featherton Oval. We've got to Rostrevor OC Collegians after their great start to the season, being 5-zip, hosting Henley. They'd some really good wins last week by a point over Goodwood Saints. So
I think this will be an absolute ripper of a game, and Henley will be pretty buoyant after a 1-point win over Goodwood Saints last week, and they'll want to continue that form. But Rostrevor for me should get the job done.
Yeah, I'm going for Rostrevor. Large reserve, Port Districts hosting Goodwood Saints. Don't lose too many at large, Port Districts.
No, and Goodwood Saints, rarely do they lose a couple in a row too.
No, so this is even...
They'll be filthy on a 1-point loss last week, and I'm sure they'll bounce back well against Districts, and I'll tip Goodwood Saints.
Yeah, don't go for Port Districts, I think. Yeah, they don't often lose at home, and I can't see them losing 2 weeks in a row at the moment. Payneham NU Union, who had gained a little bit of momentum last week, their win down at Largs, and they host Modbury. That's good form to win at Largs Reserve with Payneham. Modbury, kept within 10 points of the Blacks, but it was the Blacks kicking them. They kept them in it, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's right. And I think Payneham at home will be too strong for Modbury.
Yep. A bit of near neighbour rivalry here with Tree Gully and Athelstone at Pertaringa.
Yeah, for me, Tree Gully.
Yeah, I can't see any other possible winner here. Gully's just too strong.
Yeah.
And a game that really at the start of the year you probably would have thought Prince Alfred, but gee, you might have to reassess those thoughts. Adelaide University hosts Prince Alfred OC Collegians at University of Adelaide.
Yeah, I think they've surprised a few this year, Adelaide University, and they're travelling along nicely, and I think with only the 1 loss, it'll still be the same come 5 o'clock Saturday. They'll have to get the job done.
Yeah, it's a really tough game, but like you, Craig Smith's making an impact there at the Blacks, and Prince Alfred have failed to really flatter so far. I think they could probably get the win here, the Blacks, but it would be a cracking game of footy.
Certainly, yeah.
I can't see it being anything else but close, but I'm going for the Blacks here. Most people would go maybe Prince Alfred. Yeah, very good game. So anyway, have a cracking week at the footy, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you.
Thank you.